A lot of the time, sorry, on the camera it's going to look like I'm just looking at your breasts, but I'm just trying to look
That's
down.
okay,
So
enjoy
just...
while you can.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
I know, left you speechless. They're nice, I know. Yeah, cut that out.
Hey guys, it's episode 7. We're here with the lovely Michela and the beautiful Rocco.
And the makeup. So, this time, Halloween edition. Let's see how we do it. Are you excited?
I am. I'm nervous, but I am excited.
Nervous? About what?
Well, I don't know. I don't
Okay, I did it for you last time. Now you can just prep your skin by yourself.
Okay.
I'm confident that you can do this. Thank you very much.
Enzyme pad. So we've got the white side, which is the cleanse and tone. Oh, it's called.
Do you know what? I really like these. They're really handy when you're doing like injectables.
Oh yeah.
Because imagine like doing like a really quick fillers or something like that, and they don't have makeup on. Literally like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's like it's ready. Imagine if you have to cleanse.
Oh, it's long, isn't it? Sometimes when people come in with makeup, clients, I'm just like, why would you come in with makeup on if you're having microneedling or something done? Like, please.
Yeah, I know. Are you okay?
Yeah, I nearly just, my hands are slippery.
Are you sure you've got this?
I got this. I believe in miracles. So now I'm just putting the hydrate serum, especially now as it's winter time. Everyone's got the heating on. When you're indoors, wherever you're working, everyone's got the heating on. So this is just nice to hydrate my skin, ready for that makeup to go on nicely.
Doesn't your skin dry off a lot in the winter though?
Yeah, really dry. Like, it's terrible.
I find that a lot with dry skin. Although if you have oily skin, then it feels just kind of like quite dry. But if you already have dry skin, it's a bit...
Could you imagine it on top?
It's like sandpaper.
It's so, especially my forehead. Like, my forehead honestly will start showing, well, I mean, it's already showing signs of aging, but it's just got that crepey, you know, that like, oh, I hate it.
I've seen a lot of people get like even flaky because it just gets so dry.
Yeah, to be fair, when I was younger, my skin was really bad, like really flaky, like shedding. Literally, I think I was half snake, half human.
What? Shedding how?
Just literally, just like constantly, just like dry, touch my face. You could just see the flakes, like it was bad, like really bad. But I had very sensitive skin back then. But now,
why did you not put anything on it?
Sorry, guys, I'm not going to use my finger, don't worry. Just use one of these instead. Beautiful. Now I'll be moving on with a vitamin C moisturiser. This is great for when you've just got makeup that you want to sit nicely on top.
Oh, I love this one actually.
And also, don't forget your neck, guys. I love it.
Do you know what? I used to use, have you heard of CeraVe?
Yes.
Yeah. But that was ages ago. It was probably like 5, 6 years ago when they were getting really, really popular about their products. And I got one of their, I think it was like a moisturizer or like a face lotion kind of thing. And it was supposed to be like one of the best things, because it was all over social media, one of the best things to put on as a like a primer before your makeup,
like
because the makeup like sits really well on it. But it's so thick. And I remember at the time my foundation was really full coverage as well. So I slap on that thick moisturizer and then you put on the foundation on top. And whenever you're using the brush or the blender, it just gets patchy, because it's so thick. When you apply it, it peels off the moisturizer itself, so it's like super patchy. I don't get that problem with this moisturizer though.
No, I remember actually
really
talking about CeraVe. I did have their cleanser.
Which one?
There's the one for really like dry. I think it was with the blue
like a
lid.
green. There's one green that's for dry skin, and then there's one blue that's for oily skin.
No, it was the green one then for dry skin, and I was starting to use it first, and I thought, oh, do you know what, actually, it seems to be okay. And then out of nowhere, it just started to make my skin even more drier and dehydrated. Yeah, it did not make it. It was, it just, I don't know if it just maybe my skin got used to it too much, just didn't like it after a while. But yeah, it literally didn't agree with my skin at all.
Because that one is like really, really gentle. I've heard a lot of people that they've used it and they say they have to cleanse maybe 3 times if they have makeup on. And I'm like, that's not the point of a cleanser. Why do you need to cleanse like so many times?
Yeah, no, I did it, and after I was like, at the beginning I liked it because again it was this massive craze, wasn't it, about it all the time. And then it wasn't until I started to use it more often I was like, oh, I don't really like it, and that's when I moved to the soothing milk cleanser instead, and I liked it.
I've actually looked into it, like ingredients and stuff, and there's no like active ingredients in it. People kind of like it because it's not harsh on the skin. Like your skin cannot like really react from that because there's not much in it. Yeah, it's like quite hydrating, very gentle. But because it's so gentle, you have to cleanse like 3 times just to get rid of your makeup. And I'm like, what's the point of that?
No one's got time for that. Let's be real. I mean, come on now.
I did actually have a client, and she had like loads of open pores, loads of oil, sebum, blackheads, whiteheads, and I'm like, all right, so what are you doing to cleanse? Because whenever you've got like oilier skin types, that's like the most important thing for you is just to cleanse properly, so you get rid of all of that. And she was like, oh, I'm using CeraVe, the green one, and I'm like, no, why?
Yeah, I think it's just more about educating. But to be fair, when I'm talking about teens, I used to use Simple a lot, and oh my God, it used to literally aggravate my skin so much. It used to make my skin tingle, and I thought, if it's tingling, it's doing something fantastic.
We've all been there.
Keep tingling, girl, on my face. And then I was like, no, my skin just started to react really bad to it. And after that, I was just like, yeah, no, I think we need to like try
Change
something
that.
else now. It was so bad. Especially, you know, like sometimes when you used to sleep around at your friend's house and you used to be like, oh, I forgot to bring back in the day, I'm not going to lie, I didn't use a cleanser, it was just wipes, let's be real.
No, yeah.
Now I'm like religious, but back then I'm not going to lie, I was just like, yeah, a wipe will do the job. May have to use about 5 wipes to get it off, but...
I think like whenever you were like 15, 16 and you was like getting into makeup, it was like a full face on, like a whole bottle of foundation.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Sometimes we still do it when you got like an event or something. But imagine doing that daily, and then the only way to remove that is a makeup wipe. That is horrendous.
It was so bad. But I'm not going to lie, I don't know what it was. The next day, my skin actually used to like feel quite nice.
How?
I don't know. I used to be like, oh, my skin feels like really clean until now, and I'm just like, wow, Keller, you idiot.
Clean how? After
I
the
don't know.
makeup
I just
wipes?
felt like after the makeup wipes, the next day, like my skin just used to look great. But then back then, you know, you're a teenager. There's not really major concerns like aging or, you know, like pigmentation or like maybe a bit of oil. But my skin was always dry anyway. But yeah, Simple. Terrible.
But imagine having oily skin and being acne prone, which is what you get when you're a teenager anyway, most of the time. And then using makeup wipes, not cleansing.
No.
Oh my God. And a lot of people do
spreading
that.
bacteria.
True.
Yeah, but everyone was on the obsession as well. Do you remember St. Ives?
The
Apricot?
scrub! Oh,
when it came out not that long ago about that there was plastic particles or something in it?
Yeah.
So bad. And I remember I actually tried it once because I was like, this massive... I feel like back then, not so much now, like everyone's talking about scars, but back then when we were like teenagers, obviously I'm a lot more younger than... I'm a lot more older than you.
80s.
But yeah, St. Ives, honestly, slapped that on my face. Again, tingling, burning my skin.
It's working!
And then having a red raw face afterwards. Not ideal. But yeah, that was terrible.
But you know what? Even nowadays, a lot of people have that like mentality of unless it's stinging and burning, it's not working. I'm like, but that's not a good sign. That's you damaging your skin.
Exactly.
Like, why?
Yeah, no, it's so bad. But what can you do, hey? What can you do? Thing is, it's good to like live and learn, you know? But it's something like obviously when we have kids and stuff, it's good to like be able to like pass down and be like, right, this is not what to do. Thank you very much.
My kids are gonna have glass skin.
Yes. But yeah. Oh well. everyone makes mistakes. I'm sure there's still people that probably do, but...
There is one. Oh my God. Do you remember the black nose strips?
I'm not gonna lie, I used to use them.
She was like, yeah, did that. And sometimes, well, because my skin is quite oily, right? And obviously I get a lot of congestion, especially on my nose. Like, you've seen my nose if I don't like clean it for like a week.
Yeah.
And I think you had to wet your nose and then you put it on and then it sticks on and you let it dry. It turns hard and you peel it off.
Yeah.
And because I was like, I'm going to leave it on for like 1 hour till it's rock hard and then peel it off.
An hour?
Yeah.
Did you not read the back of the thing that says how long to keep it on for?
I was young.
People don't have instructions there just for you to be like, oh, an hour, it's fine.
Well, no, it was a bit like, I need that extra peel. Because I've got a lot of blackheads, so I need something a little extra. Like, that was my thinking.
Oh my
but
God.
because
You must give yourself a wax.
Yeah, pretty much on my nose.
Oh my
like, everything came off. But it used to, like, strip. I had to, like, pull, and you can see it would not come off my skin.
Did you not find that sometimes it was actually getting stuck? So you had to get the
sometimes,
water to, like...
Yeah.
It's terrible. I'm not going to lie, though. Sometimes I used to... me and David as well. I used to put it on David. He's like, oh, let me have some. I want to try it. You always put everything on you. What about me? So I was like, okay, fine. So we're all sitting there with it until you now realise...
Well, the nose strips.
Yeah. I'm like, that was terrible.
Do you know what? Men are so weird with this. Like, for example, if I'm home and I'm doing my skincare or whatever, and my boyfriend's like, oh, what's that on your face? You look like Michael Myers. And I'm like, chill out. Like, it's fine.
It's not on your face. Why the hell do you care?
Yeah. But then after you take off the face mask and your face is glowing, it's like, can I have some of that? I was like, no.
No.
You know, they find it too painful where they find this and they find that.
They moan,
like,
don't they?
Just shut
that
up.
really hurts. Yeah, those nose strips though. They were the ones back in the day. Something quick, easy, fast. Especially as well for like people that maybe can't afford like a facial or whatever. It's so easy just to get like a 50p mask from Boots. The little like strips
do you know
for
what
the
I
nose.
used to do as well? Oh my God, listen to this. So sometimes, let's say, because I was using the strips mostly to get rid of like blackheads, sometimes I'm like, the shops are closed. Like, I have no strips left. What do? My nose is looking terrible. So what I used to do is get egg whites, put it on your skin, you let it dry, and when it dries off, it turns hard, so you peel it off.
What?
Did you not know about that? It's like a home remedy for like blackheads.
I've never heard of that remedy before my whole life.
What?
Egg yolk.
Yeah, the white from the egg.
I know what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
Really?
Yeah, because when you let it dry for quite a while, it hardens, and then you just peel it off.
No, I've never heard of that. I mean, I've done like remedies in terms of like scrubs, like, you know, with like sugar, honey,
no, I've never
lemon.
done that.
And I'm like, mate, my skin's so sensitive. Like, what in
Especially
in their right
on your
mind?
skin, like what you scrubbing.
I know. Yeah, and I think that's probably what made the dry skin even worse, because I felt like, okay, well, the most like, the more I use a scrub, the better it's gonna be. It's gonna get rid of all that dead skin. No.
But how? Where's the disc? I get it. If you're quite oily and you're trying to like exfoliate, that's cool. But
Yeah,
what
but
are you
no.
doing?
Listen, there's so many remedies like going around, like with the hair as well, and
Oh my God, you know what else I used to do? Speaking of like home remedies, I used to do honey face mask.
oh yeah, but no, that's quite good, because we used to do a honey mask. Obviously, it was mixed with like essential oils, and we used to put it like all over the face, and then do like a gommage movement. So you used to like, when you're patting it, it used to get like really like sticky. And then you used to see like the dead skin like properly coming off.
Really?
Instead of like manually extracting, like whatever you're doing, you're like, it's good for obviously blood circulation and so forth. But yeah, no, honestly, it was so good. That was like one of our like, even to this day, we still have people going, do you still have the honey mask? And we're like, no, we've not had it for a while now. They're like, oh, but it was so good.
No, I did like the honey. It was just like it's so awkward because it's so sticky. And then it's just like, how do I even take this off now?
But normally if you mix it with a bit of water, it goes like soluble, doesn't it? So it kind of just...
No, I used to get a jar of honey and just slap it all on my face.
Jesus, who do you think you are, Winnie the Pooh?
I mean, I didn't know what I was doing then, obviously.
But I mean, there's limitations, like, well, you just use a whole jar of honey. Just your mum must have gone to the jar and be like, Jesus Christ, where's the honey gone?
Jar, but it was just like a lot. Close.
She's got an edible face.
Yeah, and it was so awkward because when you put that much, it just like drips and it goes everywhere.
Yeah, it does.
But that's probably one of the only things that I've done. They're quite like home remedies that are okay for the skin. Honey is quite good for your skin.
Yeah. I'm intrigued to know what's going on here. I just feel like someone's just using a pencil and just drawing on my face.
Do you even have an idea of what I'm doing?
No, I've got no clue. Well, I did have a clue of when I saw those flowers.
No. No.
Okay.
Look up.
You do me as like a zombie or something.
It's actually a character. Let's see if you're gonna guess what it is.
Is it a well-known character?
Kind of, yeah. I think you're gonna guess it though. But let's see.
I don't know.
We
Is it a
don't know.
cartoon character? Is it like a skeleton?
Yes and no. Kind of.
Is it that tall, slim, skinny dude?
Right, why don't you let me do it and then you can guess. You can guess then. You'll guess like soon enough.
Guys, let us know in the comments if you can already guess what it is.
Well, I'll tell you obviously.
Well, no, let me guess first, afterwards.
No, I think.
Un poco loco! That's what I thought originally at the beginning.
No,
Ay, mi
no,
amor,
no.
mi amor.
But yeah, egg whites. I'm surprised you've never heard of that.
I've never heard of egg whites before my whole life.
Your whole life?
My whole life, girl. And I've been here for 33 years.
Oh my god. I sometimes feel like you're 23.
Yeah, thanks.
You don't look
I
it.
get it all the time.
I feel like you are.
I do look it, thank you. Even all the students that I teach, they're just like, sorry, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 33. Oh my God, I thought you were like 25. And I was like, thank you. Very muchas gracias.
That's crazy. People tell me that I look in my 30s. I'm like, are you for real? And
Yeah,
then they tell you that you look like, what, 24, 25?
Yeah, but the only reason why I think you were my age is because, or I think the only reason why people think that we're similar age is because like we're literally all around each other all the time. So it's kind of like, oh, there must be like similar age groups.
Maybe.
Or maybe they see as you must be older because you're teaching. You know,
I think that's what they assume.
It's always
a
the
lot
thing
of
like,
times.
oh, well, you know, you can't be in your 20s teaching. Like, how the hell could you do that? Like, how the hell did you get those qualifications to be able to teach and whatever if you're that young? Used to get it all the time. Just prove them wrong.
Let me teach you. Wait, have you never done like any crazy like home remedies like that?
No. The only one I did was that sugar, lemon, honey. I don't think, no. Because again, my skin was so sensitive, so I was always so worried that, because I think I saw how some of the remedies did go a bit south.
Look up.
I thought to myself, do you know what? Maybe let's not play around with stuff like this because I'm going to end up being in A&E emergencies with my face like swollen, so puffy out here. And they're going to be like, what happened? And like, and then, you know, when they speak to you a bit like, as if like you're stupid, to be like, well, did you really think that was a good idea? And I was like, well, listen.
Obviously
the person
not.
on the
I'm
internet
here.
did it, so of course I assumed it was going to be fine for me.
Right, the ice cubes, like in the morning to deep puff and do stuff like that. Yeah, brilliant. I love that. But, oh my God, do you know what really winds me up sometimes? People are advertising collagen face masks, collagen moisturizers. And there's, what was it? It was like a, not a collagen strip. Let's call it a strip. Anyway, let's say you've got a wrinkle here, right? Or your forehead, whatever. And then in between the wrinkle, you put this string, put water on it.
What?
Yeah. And it kind of like dissolves into your skin and your wrinkle is gone. And I'm like, no. No.
I've seen something similar, but it's more like a patch. It looks like a... It's like, you know those ones that you put to hide those nip-naps from coming out in the winter, like, hello everyone, good morning.
Do they patch up their forehead?
Yeah, they patch it up and they put like these long things.
They call it frownies.
And then they take off, they're just like, And I'm like, yeah, see, things like that for me, don't get me wrong. I'm sure for some people there's things that probably do maybe work for them, but maybe for like us, it doesn't. But there's sometimes it's kind of like, how do you trust those people as well? Because you're kind of like,
the
are you
frownies.
What's in it that's making it?
Nothing. It's tape. Practically, you get the wrinkles when you move, right?
Yeah.
If you tape it up into one place,
Yeah.
you can't move it. So when you take the tape off, it looks smooth. Yes, it works, but then you have to do it like every night. If you leave it for a week without doing it, wrinkles come back because you can move it again. It's like, it's what Botox does. Like, it would stop you from moving, but they're using tape for it. But again, it's nothing like Botox because you need to do it all the time in order to not get these wrinkles. It's an alternative though, but unless you're doing it literally every day, no point.
I don't know what other kind of like remedies that I've seen. Just trying to think.
But yeah, I've seen a lot of these collagen ones and everyone's like obsessed with collagen moisturizers because you put the moisturizer and then you're like stimulating collagen and I'm like, no, you can't. Because like scientifically, collagen has a really large molecule. So even if you put it topically, it doesn't go through. Like it would not go down to your deeper layers of your skin.
Yeah, I don't know. It's quite funny sometimes when we do see them because we're a little bit like, yeah, okay.
Oh my God. Do you remember the jade roller?
Oh.
And I was like, this will give you a lift. This will do this. This will do that.
This
And
will
I'm like,
sculpt your face
you're
as
literally
well.
just rolling on your skin. How's that even doing anything? It's pushing the product in. I'm like, why just not use your finger? Like, I don't understand. You just spend money on that? No. Did you know one thing I like though? Gua sha. That's really good.
Yes, that's supposed to be really, really good.
Because
a lot of people actually have seen the before and afters to that, and that does look phenomenal. Like really sculpted, like contoured.
Because it's quite hard to do like lymphatic drainage. A lot of times it makes such a massive difference.
But you need to apply quite a lot of pressure as well with that, though, don't you?
Yeah, you do. But it's very comfortable to do it because it's curved, and you literally just put it on the bone and you just drag up. Oh, speaking of that, I might have seen this new device. What is it called? New Face. Is it New Face? Something like that. But people, it's just microcurrent, right? And they do it like on their jowls and around their eyes, blah blah blah. And it's like, oh my God, get a facelift, blah blah. And do you know the microcurrent we have?
Yeah.
When you put it on your skin, you're just like,
yeah.
yeah. And they, they can see a difference from that. The one that they do from home is literally not near as strong as that. And everyone's like, oh, get a facelift. This will change your face. Face is like facial structure, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no. It doesn't even move your muscle.
That's like everyone with like the LED masks as well, don't they? Like sometimes you just see people with the sheet mask and then them just sitting on the sofa. Sometimes their partners come in like, whoa, kind of like get shocked. They're like, what the hell? Like a robot sitting on the thing. They've just literally got this LED light mask, just like sitting on this, just like, don't talk to me.
I mean, I'm not gonna drag LED, but it's not gonna make you look 10 years younger.
No, yeah.
It's good for like maintenance, but that's about it. You see these like a helmet kind of LEDs. I'm like, is that really necessary?
Yeah. Or the more of the like ones that I've seen is mainly more to do with like makeup. Where they get like curvatures, they put it there, and after they then start like, you know, doing this smoky effect like on top of the lid, and then start having the wing. Nowadays you can already buy like winged stuff that they just stick on and stuff like that. It's just,
Oh, that's like a makeup thing.
yeah.
I think I've seen that actually. Yeah, I'm trying to think. What other devices I've seen? Yeah, I think it's just this microcurrent that's literally everywhere now. And I was like, oh my god, facelift, blah blah. Used to. I think before I started working at Revival, I was experimenting with like a lot of skincare. And I was trying to like fix my skin. And as you would go on social media. I think at the time, there was a massive hype around The Ordinary, CeraVe, a few L'Oreal products.
There was, L'Oreal, like Garnier, there was like quite a lot, especially L'Oreal, like the anti-aging, the...
There's another one, Olay. That was quite popular.
Olay.
I've mostly tested CeraVe, The Ordinary, Olay. I've tested Roche. I've tested L'Oreal. I've tested Neutrogena.
So everything.
Avene. Yeah. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. But that was obviously before, like, joining Revival and then learning about, like, skincare, ingredients, skin types, all of that. And I have made, like, some mistakes, not gonna lie. A lot of the times I would get... So, I have, like, an oilier skin type. And I would get something hydrating for some reason, just because that's just what I would see on social media. That's what they would tell me to get. And I would use it, and then I'm like, I'm not seeing anything. But now I'm just like, duh, because it was the wrong product.
Yeah.
You're not going to see anything. But I feel like a lot of people struggle with that, because you see something on social media and they're just like, hyaluronic acid, it's for everyone. I'm like, yes and no, depends. Like what your skin is like currently, and then they go and buy it, they try it for like a month or two, and it's like, no, didn't see anything, buy something else, exactly the same thing, nothing, buy different brands, different products.
It's so easy sometimes just to like, if you've got an influencer out there that like you've seen from like day dot to like now, and like they're very inspiring, it's so easy to then be like, oh my god, well if it works for her, it's going to work for me. And it's like, come on guys, no, you've all got different skin types, you've all got different, like,
that's the thing.
They should go into a bit more detail, like, yes, this product works fantastic for me because these are my skin concerns, not necessarily kind of like, yeah guys, buy it, you know. It's kind of like, and then wondering why people are like in denial, like, oh well, it didn't really work for me, and then try slander the person. It's kind of like, well no, you've got to kind of do your education part of it. You need to look up the product and see if it's suitable for your skin type. But yeah, I think for me, like, I've had so many treatments done over the years in terms of like, we've worked with so many different chemical peel brands out there, and like having people come in and training us. And
oh my god, I've seen like some things on social media and like clients as well doing chemical peels from home.
Yeah.
Please, no.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because first off, that's the thing. It's wrong, the fact that they can just go somewhere and buy it just like this. Like, how is that okay?
And most people as well, it should mainly be the companies as well that people are buying from that should be like, no, we need to see certification first before we
need to
even
know how
be
to use
doing
this.
it, or at least know how to use it. But some people even get told how to use it, but then yet they still damage their skin.
What's the danger?
Pardon?
What's the danger if they do it at home?
Well, the danger part is obviously if someone's got pigmentation or like say certain skin types, some chemical peels you can't use on all skin types. If some people want to, say for instance, use it on pigmentation, but they've been bleaching their skin like a couple of days beforehand and then put this 30% like TCA peel, 35% TCA peel on their skin and then wonder why their pigmentation's got worse and it's kind of like burnt. It's like, come on now. But no one's going to tell you that when they're obviously putting it online, are they? They're kind of like, yeah, it works.
Do you remember
for this and
we did this
like,
training with a 15% TCA, and even with 15, one of the things that like contraindications is anyone skin type over 3 you can't do.
You can't do,
because
yeah.
what happens is they will just get hyperpigmentation. But if me as a client, not knowing this, I can go ahead and buy it and put it on my skin. I get dark patches. I've got hyperpigmentation. Like, what am I going to do? And that's the thing. They can easily just go off and buy it, and no one ever says anything.
And I think nowadays as well, like some clients kind of are like, oh, well, if I'm not feeling any tingling or any burning, especially with a chemical peel, or I'm not getting any peeling, it's not working. And it's like, but why do you need to compromise the integrity of the skin or even damage the pH of your skin either? It's like, come on. Or they're seeing it online, go like, oh, well, that person's got slightly similar, same skin to myself. Or they're not even buying it from the company, they're buying it off of like Amazon and eBay.
Or like Alibaba.
Yeah, it's kind of like, how do you know that they've not just got a bottle, stuck a label on it? Nowadays, come
Could
on
be
now.
anything in there.
You can hack into so much, you can do so much stuff nowadays. It's so easy to be able to do simple things like that nowadays. It's kind of like, and then you're putting this stuff on your skin, but you don't even know how to use it. Or they're applying it with their fingers, or they're applying it with a cotton pad. It's like, well, the peel's just literally seeped in to the cotton pad. It's literally not even gone onto your skin. Or they're using like a mask brush, and it's like, these are the things that people don't understand. When you're using a peel, it needs to be in a glass dish. If it's in a plastic dish, it'll absorb into the dish itself. Or if you're using a mask brush, again, because the bristles are so thick, the chemical peel is just going to stick into the bristles. It's not going to, when you're applying it on the skin, nothing's going to come out. It's just, yeah. But sometimes there's just no telling people. I think as well with like when COVID had hit, and the pandemic,
Everyone was doing it from home.
Everyone was doing it from home, and I think there's still some clients now that think, well, do you know what?
I
Why
might as
not
well.
just do it from home? I save so much money. It's literally a chemical peel. Like I said, it takes minutes. It's not like it's like, obviously with us, we do like a whole routine with it. But
No, open up.
oh, sorry. But yeah, I just think it's so easy for people to get their hands on everything nowadays. Like even people can get their hands on Botox and filler, which I just think is absolutely insane. I'm just like, what the hell?
Can you even imagine someone not trained, like doing Botox and filler? Are you crazy?
Yeah. But people like are talking about this. Don't even open. Where they're like, yeah, you know, I've got this and it's so easy. And it's like, why are you even promoting that? Like, especially with like anti-wrinkle and stuff like that. You're like, come on now. You know you need to.
No,
be
look,
like
I get it. If it's like me, I'm trained. I've done like hundreds, thousands of clients like every day. Yeah, sure, I'll check myself. No problem.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But someone just literally just watched a YouTube video.
That's what I'm trying to say.
How to do TCA peel.
Yeah.
And let's say the video is on someone skin type 1. Cool, do whatever. And she's a skin type 6. Guess what's going to happen? Because you just watched that video. Yes, you're going to make your skin so much worse, and it's going to be compromised and vulnerable, and you're going to get hyperpigmentation that's going to last for a couple of years. Well done.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that?
Or they're using it like in like summertime, or they're just going to be going away on holidays. They're like, right, I need to prep my skin before I go away. And I'm like, no, good luck with that one. Because then what ends up happening is it's us as like therapists and skin specialists out there that end up then having to fix it.
Oh,
you get a phone call to be like,
that's
oh my God, I
happened to me
did
before.
this. Or so many of my students have been like, my friend literally got hold of this chemical peel a practitioner told them how to use it.
No way.
I now look at their skin and they've had like hyperpigmentation, and I'm just like, well, you're an idiot.
No, don't get me wrong. For example, our peels, I'm perfectly fine with saying to my client, here, use it.
Oh,
Because there's no downtime.
Yeah.
But going off and buying like something that you don't know how to use just online, just like this.
Yeah. If you know that people are specialists in it, at least ask people.
Yeah.
I don't mind if you want to come to me and go like, listen, I've seen
How do
this
I use
product.
this?
How do I
Yeah.
use it? Or do you think for my skin type, these are my concerns. What do you recommend? I'll give you my honest opinion. If I think, yeah, it's fine, no problem, get it. But if I'm kind of like, no, then at least, you know, I know that I've helped someone out, and then it's up to them if they listen or not. But then if you don't listen to my advice and you do it, don't come to me then expecting me to fix it when I've already told you. But I think nowadays people just think that they know a lot more than, which don't get me wrong, there's a lot more people out there now that are very well educated around ingredients and around products. And sometimes, you know, you have the odd clients that are trying to like, you know, quiz you like you've had with like students and staff, but sometimes with clients just like, oh, so this product has got this in it, so it means it's good for this, and I'm just like, no, and they're like, oh yeah, no, you're right, or they're just trying to catch you out slightly, and you're a bit like,
Okay, usually when people come to you and say, someone did this, fix it, especially for fillers, if they've done something that's like not right, or the person doesn't like it, it's up to the practitioner to go back and dissolve it. So I always say, it's not ideal as a practitioner to touch someone else's work. And just because you don't know what that person has used product-wise, you don't know how it has been placed, when, what techniques, exactly what was happening for you to go and dissolve it. But a lot of the times what happens is they come to you saying, this happened to me, fix it. And I'm like, all right, go back to whoever done it for you. And they say, oh, they've left the country. They're not answering their phone. I can't get a hold of them. I don't know what to do. And I paid $5,000. I'm like, okay. And then, like, I can't say, yeah, go back to them, because they're like, well, I literally cannot even get a hold of them. I don't know where they are. They did my treatment, and now they're gone. They've just disappeared. Like, they're not there anymore. So what do I do? Fix it. I'm like, all right, cool.
I think I've had it more so like with, say, my clients, but my clients where they're like, oh, I need some advice. My friend's gone somewhere. They've done this chemical pill. They've done this microneedling. Is this normal? And I'm just like, oh, whoa, like bad hyperpigmentation. Like,
Really?
like so bad. And I'm like, firstly, it's difficult for me to say because it depends on
You
what
don't
products.
know what's used.
That's the thing, is it depends on what serums they've used. Like, because again, especially with microneedling, they're always supposed to be topical use serums. You don't know if someone's used something that you could inject into it, thinking that it's okay to be using, you know, with microneedling. So for me, it's mainly been, again, like a lot of my students that have just like started out, like doing my level 5 with me. And they're like, oh, my friend's basically bought something online. She's done this. And I told her to wait till I was like, you know, fully qualified to do, you know, pills and stuff for her. But she just couldn't wait. And look what's happened. And I'm like, well, in a way, like in my head, I'm just thinking your friend's a twat. Like, she's an absolute twat, excuse my language. Like, what the hell? Like, there's reasons why with certain things there's practitioners and there's people there, and you think, oh, I'll just get a 35% TCA pill, and then afterwards I'll just, you know, put it on my skin. It's fine, don't worry about it. And I mean, when I looked at her skin, I looked at the student and I was like, what?
Because if you do with the pigment as well, if you do a peel and you get pigment, that means you are a darker skin type.
Exactly.
You shouldn't have done it at all.
And especially with like a 35% TCA, even like with 15% with some, again, it depends on the manufacturer. The manufacturer they've bought it from should state like skin types, who to do it on, who not to do it on. But again, even some manufacturers won't say specifically like contraindications or things like that. So
and
you're
depends
not to
on
know.
like where you're buying it from as well.
Yeah. There's so many different companies out there. But that's why a lot of my students now, that's why it's great when I do the level 5 with like skin disease and disorders, because I'm just like, right, well, this is what can happen to you if this, or like when you look through the chemical peel presentation and they've got the what could happen, like frosting and things like that, and stuff. And after you're just like, well, this should not be happening. But then again, when you look at other manufacturers, they're kind of like, oh, well, no, frosting is okay if it happens.
But that always depends on the brand and the product you're
exactly.
using.
Yeah, and that's why
do you
sometimes...
remember by repill?
Yeah.
A lot of people, like not professionally trained, there was like videos on like YouTube. Let's say me, I'm not trained. I just go and film myself and I do bio-repeal on myself.
Yep.
It's okay because there's not like anything that could really go wrong with it. And then people see that, just like, yeah, cool. Go on Amazon, buy any old like TCA peel, slap it on their face, and it was like, oh, what's happening? I'm just like, why do you do that?
Yeah.
You're messing up my masterpiece.
Sorry, buddy. Goodbye, buddy. The thing is, with skincare specifically, it's very difficult because it's not like it's really going to tell you. Nor with skincare, I mean, it should pretty much work on all skin types, to be honest with you. It's mainly more if it's more chemical peels or things like that, where again, on there, there should be things on a website that specifically states like, yes, can work on all skin types, can work all year round. Some chemical peels, sorry, otherwise Rocco's gonna kill me. Some chemical peels out there are mainly more for winter time because you can't be in direct sunlight. If you do, then you're going to cause more hyperpigmentation. But then don't get me wrong, we have had it in the past where I remember with Daksha, I think it was a miso product. I don't know what company it was from, but Daksha had injected it into clients and 2 clients had a reaction from it.
Really?
Yeah. So then when Daksha had peeled back the label, it said topical use only.
I remember this. Yeah.
And so she called up the manufacturer again and was just like... Yeah, like literally there was a sticker, and then when you peeled the sticker, it said topical use only. And then it wasn't until she called up the company and was like, well, listen, this is what's happening. Like, no, that's not correct. And we're like, but it's on your bottle. Like, when you peel the label, it says
crazy.
Topical use only. Topical use only meaning you can use it for microneedling, you can use it with cavitation, you cannot use to inject into the skin.
Not even with needling. I've seen people that, well, because with the needling, you are going to the dermis anyway.
Yeah.
That would go. Like, I've seen people get reactions from that. Look up.
Will this make, if I look at myself in the mirror at the end, will it make me, scare myself?
No.
Okay.
Close. But yeah, speaking of like the topical ones, there was a student, and when we teach them, we're just like, oh, by the way, whenever you're doing needling, make sure that you get the right serum for it. If it's just any old serum of Boots, you get a reaction because it's not designed for that. And with that being said, like they went to Boots and got like serum from The Ordinary. Obviously, Ordinary is just daily topical use. It's not supposed to be used with any aesthetic treatments. Yeah. And they've used it on their skin. It was just like, oh my God, my face was swollen. It was red. It was burning. I didn't know what to do. And I was like, well, yeah, it's not supposed to be in the deeper layers of the skin. Why did you think that was okay? But imagine thinking that it's okay and then getting a reaction. I'm just like,
but not even that, of all places, Boots.
Yeah, why?
I'm kind of like, come on now. Open, close.
No, keep it open.
I feel like nowadays it's just so easy to do anything. Especially when it comes to skincare. But again, it's a lot more easy to be able to sell if it's a celebrity doing it because they automatically, again, social media is such a massive...
But that's the same as the makeup.
But that's what I'm trying to say. But that's what... Nowadays, you've got celebrities that have got their own makeup line, their own skincare, their own perfumes, their own clothing brands. It's like, where does it stop?
They're selling it not because like, oh my God, it's great, look at my skin. It's just because, that's Lady Gaga skincare. Must be good then. Like,
Yeah.
what makes you even say that? Because she's
Yeah.
advertising it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I actually seen, I don't know if it was her skincare or something like that, but she had like a video of talking about it. And you know, whenever you're talking about something and you're looking at the video, you can tell whether the person knows the information and just
Or whether
speaking
they're
off your
reading it
head.
off the...
Yeah, because I was watching the video and you can see her eyes going like this, like left to the right. And I'm like, you're reading, you know fuck all. So don't come up to me and say my skincare is great because you know shit. So what's that about?
Yeah, no, it is bad. I just think, yeah, it's just so... And what makes me laugh when they go, it's so affordable. I'm like,
No, it's
sorry.
not.
What a pile of shit. You can't tell me it's affordable when you're like selling like a serum
Water.
or like a scrub for like £60 and it's in like the smallest tube ever. And I'm like, what? Or people nowadays buy stuff because the packaging looks great.
Do you know what, a lot of the times people use,
They do a lot of like fruits, don't they? Like a lot of like fruit enzymes or like...
no, they put a lot of like lanolin mineral oil because they're like so cheap to buy, and they make up the consistency of the products. But that's really bad for your skin because it just really clogs up your skin. Open, close. But the thing as well is, if you look at ingredients, right? Let's say, I don't know, The Ordinary, like their percentages are not that high. And let's say you get like a hyaluronic acid serum or whatever, that's like go-to for everyone. And the percentage is what, like 2%? Nothing? And that's the only thing in that serum? What's the rest? Glycerin, panthenol,
Water.
And I'm like, yeah. But then people go and buy it, and it's like, what, £5? And it just use it. And I'm just like, I haven't seen nothing. I'm like, first off, if you buy anything for £5, don't expect to be high percentage and amazing for your skin. What do you expect it to be in it? Like, if there's any active ingredients at a quite high percentage, you're gonna have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Look up. Oh my God, do you remember this Clear and Clean?
Oh, the cleansers and the little like...
Yeah. It was a cleanser.
Was it
like
cleanser? Was it like
it was a cleanser
see-through?
and it was like a toner. It was a blue colored bottle. Everyone was using it. Amazing for blackheads and whatnot. And I used to use it as well, obviously. Everyone was using it. I said everyone was using it. But if you look at the back into the ingredients, there's like a really high percentage of alcohol. So if you use it like daily, all the time, even if you're like very oily, well, first off, if you're very oily and then you strip off all of your oil, that will make your skin overproduce. So you get oilier, you get more blackheads, and you can break out from it rather than actually helping it. Alcohol just compromises your skin.
Does it like strip the skin?
Yeah, it gets rid of your natural oils, makes it quite sensitive, a bit red, can overcompromise it, very drying to the skin. Overall, not great. Don't do it. But yeah, I used to use that all the time because, well, my skin's oily, obviously. And it was not helping me. It was giving me like spots. I was breaking out a lot from it. And now that I know my ingredients, I'm like, silly. Why did you do that?
But you know what was another one as well where people went for a craze? And I'm not going to lie, I think... Did I use it once or something? Micellar Water, Garnier, Micellar Water.
Masala.
And that was bad. Like, that would make my skin even more dry.
Micellar water, I agree to use it if it's like mascara.
Yes,
That's it.
but not no
On
people
face,
using it on their
no,
face.
forget about it. It's so harsh.
It's the see-through one with a pink lid, and then people
I think
then
it's Garnier.
Garnier, yeah, it
Yeah.
is Garnier. And then people then were literally, it then came out where people were like, no, you're using it wrong. And then they put it on a cotton pad, they put it by their mouth, they blew, and then all this foam would come just flying out. And I'm like, mate,
What?
Yeah, literally
I didn't know about
they go below, and then the foam would just literally like come up. This is how you're supposed to use it. And I'm like, no, please don't.
But I don't agree with using that on your face because they were advertising it as like a makeup cleanser.
That's what I mean, as like taking your makeup off with it. But for your skin, I'm just like...
No way.
But I think as well, it depends, because I feel like as well, clients out there, a lot of the time, sorry, on the camera it's going to look like I'm just looking at your breasts, but I'm just trying to look
That's
down
okay.
to
Enjoy
just...
while you can.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
I know. Left you speechless. They're nice, I know.
Oh, what were we just saying? About Garnier, I can't remember now. Oh, that's going to bug me. I think as well is a lot of clients out there, what people need to sometimes realise as well is that people have budgets. Some people can't afford sometimes high end. Some people can't afford like middle range. So they're obviously going to go for a range where it's within their price range, whether we think it's kind of going to benefit them or whether we think it's going to do something. But I think
what I would always say, look at it this way. Like you can go off to Boots and buy this. You test it for like a month and you're just like, I'm not seeing anything. You're going to throw like almost a full bottle of that and buy another one.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is do your research, realize your skin type, and realize exactly what you need. Spend your money on it. And then first off, you see results. And second, you wouldn't have to keep on buying products that you're going to have to throw away anyway.
Yeah. No, I agree. But like I said, I think there's just like different markets out there for like different people. But yes, I do understand that a lot of people nowadays that we've spoken to that have come in and we've taught them facial lessons, like we've showed them their skin analysis. They're kind of like, it's the other scale where they're like, are you joking? Like I used to spend like over £100 on like a moisturiser. And we're just like...
Why?
People think the more expensive the product is, the better the product is. And it's kind of like, no, it doesn't...
Not necessarily.
No, yeah.
Just look up what's got in it first. Yeah. Or the other way. It's like, if you spend like £2 on something, don't expect to clear off your skin. I wouldn't... Because all the cheap ones, they've either got like no active ingredients whatsoever, or they're full of mineral oil and lanolin, because they're cheap to buy. So then the product is going to be cheap.
Yeah.
You're not getting on the tube like this, just to let you know.
I already assumed that when I saw that black liner coming out and all these squiggles on my face. Pumpkin.
A pumpkin?
No, I didn't see any orange. I feel like I'm some type of skeleton. Or like the one from Coco.
Oh, you make me loco.
Hey, I wasn't going to get it straight away.
I really hope you will, because it's a joke. Like a personal joke.
Am I a witch or something?
No.
You mean it's a personal joke? You said, oh, are we going to do something nice or something thing? I'm like, yeah, something nice. And that's a joke to you. Does my face look like a joke to you? Right now, it probably does.
No. It's not about how it looks. It's the point of it. It's like a reference towards your personal life.
Well, I'm a bit concerned about that then. My personal life. Happy.
No, I will explain myself.
I'm a dog.
No, chill out. But if you say so.
What's been the most unrealistic expectations
for
like a client's had when it comes to like coming in for aesthetics or like coming in and saying like, I want you to do this, this and that?
It's usually like someone coming in and saying, I want to look like this person. I'm like, but you can't because you're not that person. And then they get upset. I'm like, well, like, what do you want me to do with it? Because I get it sometimes. Like people would come in and I don't know if you're doing Botox or lips or whatever. Just like, oh, here's some inspo. This is what my lips should look like. I'm like, okay, I'll try. But they would never be like that because they're not the same pair of lips. and it's not the same shape. So you would never look like this. But I can use that technique as cool. But I have had people saying, oh, I want Kylie Jenner's lips. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay. No.
Have you ever done a treatment where you thought, holy shit? Like where you've done something, you made a bit of mistake, you either put too much product in somewhere, and you're thinking like, oh shit. Well, not really.
No, not really. Because usually they would say, oh, this is what I want. And a lot of times the main thing is someone saying, oh, I want it like really natural. So that can be sometimes tricky. But what I would tend to do is, let's say, put in a little bit and then say, this is what it looks like. Do you want me to do a little bit more? Leave it like it is, come back for a top up, or do you want me to put a little bit more product in? And they would say, yeah, that's cool, or I don't like it, blah, 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 whatever. But I've never done anything I was like, oh, that was crap. Like,
I'm just perfect.
well, no, the way you would do the treatment is towards what the client expects to begin with. But that's why at the same time, if they come to me and say, I want this, and I'm like, okay, that's fine, but this could be better because da 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 da. And a lot of the times they just agree.
Unless there's a lot of black and a lot of white going on.
Am I a dog?
Yeah.
No.
Am I a 101 Dalmatian dog?
Close.
The bride of the corpse. Hey, look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that. You didn't have to laugh and put it away. Beat it, beat it, beat
But
it.
now do you get the-
Beat it. No, I get it, yes. That's a nice one, thank you.
So she got engaged maybe like 2 years ago.
And everyone's getting really annoyed that there's no wedding plans or anything. I think, to be fair, it's probably my mum. That's probably... do you know what? If I say this and it goes on the Instagram, my mum's probably going to write a comment underneath as well. I'm going to tell her to shut up.
Do you know what
Thanks,
she
Rocco,
did?
and I-
Oh my god, do you know what she did? I think it was like last year for Mother's Day, and she did a post on Instagram. Hi guys, so what you can do for
you
Mother's
can't
Day?
say that.
So what you can do for Mother's Day is you can buy a bundle of skincare for your mums. They're going to absolutely love it. This is what I'm getting for my mum. See you guys. And then guess what? She didn't get fuck all for her mum. So her mum is texting her saying, where are my products exactly? I've seen you on Instagram.
She literally saw it on Instagram because now she's linking following us. And I was like, Mum, whatever you do not put it out there. Just shut up. But then she goes to me, no, but honestly, Michela, I do want products. Maybe this year might be the one. Christmas. Are you ready to get married?
It's been a while.
All I have now is just Alex looking through the window.
Is it?
He's so confused. I'm ready for my wedding day.
It's been 84 years. Yeah, cool. Is she supposed to see herself now?
It's my bouquet. This is so good! Oh my gosh! Rocco, you're a girl of many talents.
It's time to get married.
Sorry, but I won't look at myself. Let me look at myself again.
This is it up from us, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Like,
Subscribe! Bye!